All right, great Friday morning, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Cesar Mascaro Jr. with Manufactured Home Sales Mastery, in with our 15 minutes to mastery that we do each and every day to get your day started off on the right foot with some information, inspiration, and motivation so that you can go and attack the day. Welcome, welcome to episode number 393, coming to you live from right here at the home office in San Antonio, Texas. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving holiday. Hope you get to spend it with those that you love or like, maybe get along with. I don't know, whatever the situation is, right? I just hope you had a fantastic day. And now we're back at it, man. It's Friday. Black Friday, right? I mean, let me get this volume down. I apologize. Still got the music running. There we go. It's Black Friday, and we're at the office just continue moving along, continue to plug away, and coming to you to bring you a message, something that's really been on my mind here this past week. Something that is, it's amazing to think about. Okay, the more you learn, the more you grow, the more your mind just starts to work, and especially for those of us that are in business, and even if you in sales and whatever it is that you do, it doesn't matter. Look, okay, I'm gonna take that back. Even if you're not in sales, if you work at a restaurant, if you work in an office, I don't care what it is that you do. If you're the type of person who's continuing to learn the right things, you're continuing to push yourself, you continue to feed the mind the right things, your mind starts to work and your mind starts to grow this thing called a vision. And it's something that scares most people. All right. It starts to grow a vision, and then you start thinking, what if? What if I decided to start this thing? Or what if I decided to actually take my health serious? What if I decided to do this? What would happen? But that all comes from personal excellence. In order for you to achieve those what ifs in life, you have to exude personal excellence. It's required. And I want to talk to you about that today. And Andy Frisella says this, okay? Your kids should say your kids are watching, people are watching, you are leading whether you like it or not. What kind of leader are you? Personal excellence is the ultimate rebellion. The rebellion against what? That almost sounds like a bad thing, right? Well, why would I want to rebel? Well, here's what we're rebelling against. We're rebelling against being freaking average. We're rebelling against living a life that means nothing. We're rebelling against living according to the expectations of those people who don't try and do more. And so they are their own insecurities. They try and put on you. Well, why are you doing so much? Why are you spending so much time? Why are you working so? Why are you doing this? Why don't you get more sleep? Why are you pushing yourself so much to get healthy? Why? And it's simply you're rebelling against all of that. You're rebelling against the forces trying to keep you average. You're rebelling against what other people are afraid of doing. Everybody, man, I'm getting to this point, and look, I know we're not anything huge yet, but I know that we're going to get there. And it's not about the popularity, it's not about the fame, it's not even about the money. It's about what needs to get done. This business, this company, it has to grow to something huge because of what we need to do for the public at large, for what we need to do for you in manufactured home sales and other people who are watching. I feel that responsibility to help other people, to inspire other people to do great things, because here's what I was going to get at. Everyone looks at those people who have accomplished great things, and they forget to think about this one thing. The majority of them, not all, but the majority of them started off as you. They started off as a quote unquote regular person. They just operated differently. They thought differently. They put in different amount of work, and they had a belief in themselves and their purpose and what they were trying to accomplish bigger than themselves. And because of that, they were able to do the things that they have done. And so we look at them right now, we're thinking, wow, these people, like, my gosh. And you forget to think that they started the same place you did, or you're at currently. Okay. So with all that being said, check this out. Personal excellence. I want to talk to you about that, because what's been weighing on me over this past week was, we started this company to revolutionize the industry. Really did. A bold statement to make, right? But it's even more of a desire within me. But we started it to revolutionize the industry, so to help you. And my thought was, look, man, if we can bring the tools, the information, everything that the professional housing consultant, community manager, sales manager, general manager, everyone involved on the sales side of the business, if we can bring them these things and we can help them operate a little bit differently, stand a little taller, shoulders back, head held high, because they're proud of themselves, because they learned something new and they're going to continue to learn, right? Well, we're gonna be able to make the industry better than what it is. I'm not even gonna say great again. It's been great. It is great. It's a great industry. We're going to make it better. And when I say better, it's about being able to change the stigma, that the perception, the public perception of manufactured home industry. Okay. But here's what I came to realize this past week. It goes beyond just the teaching. It goes beyond just the training. It goes beyond just learning and empowering everyone to do this. We have to now beat the drum of you PHCs, you community managers, you gentlemen, everyone on the front line, whether you're on the retail side or the community side, all of you have to now work twice as hard at advocating for this industry. It's not good enough that you're just selling. It's not good enough that you're just helping people. You have to promote the industry. And we have to promote professionalism. We have to get away. I was having a conversation this morning and with a person in the industry, owns a business, right, on the community side, was getting into the retail side. And this person talked about the blue jeans environment of the industry. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Everybody loves jeans. Look, man, I wear jeans, right? But here's the thing. I'm not saying cut jeans out. What I am saying is this. There has to be more professionalism within our industry on the sales side of things. We have to raise our standards, raise our expectations, and operate differently. We have to present a different face to the general public. We need to help them understand, because they know that the product is better. Look, they come to your locations and they see it for themselves. They walk into it. They know that it's better. The negative perception, the negative stigma that exists, like it's self-inflicted. We're doing it to ourselves. And I say we, I include myself, because I was even doing it when I was still selling up until April 2023. Now, when I stopped to think about it, yes, I carried myself differently. I was always, majority of the time I was in coat, slacks, dress shirt, sometimes even tie. But I didn't advocate as much for the industry. It was always about selling, sell. We got this home, we got that home, sell. Hey guys, my team, you guys got to sell. And even then, we did informational series, we did educational series, we do live Q&As on Facebook. We'd go do Facebook lives and answer questions and things of that nature. And now that I stopped to think about it, it was kind of understanding, even at that point, like this is going to help change things. But we need everybody across the country putting out information on the greatness of manufactured homes, the greatness of the affordability, the quality of the homes, the greatness of what it can do for these 26 million households. There's 26 million households across the country that can no longer afford a site-built home, but they have the income to be able to purchase a manufactured home, whether it's a land home package from a retailer or if it's in a community. They have the income to do that. But here's the problem. They come and see about it. Let's say you do reach them somehow, and they see your ad, or they see something that interests them, and they come and walk onto your display center. They walk into your community. The experience that they're having is not what they're after. We're still treating them because we treat ourselves this way. We're still treating them, and we're approaching the business in this blue jeans mentality. How do you expect to break the pattern? How do you expect to break the mold? How do you expect to do away with their preconceived notions when we ourselves are doing this? By the way we look, by the way you speak to them, by being salesy, by not being an actual ultimate professional, by not respecting the product, not respecting the industry, not respecting what you do. It's just, hey man, it's, we're very nonchalant about what we do. And by gosh, we have a huge solution. We could be, you could be the solution for a national problem. And these are huge aspirations, right? It's huge to think like, wow, Caesar, come on. We're really going to solve the housing crisis ourselves? Maybe not, but we should try. And it's not enough to just talk about how we have quality homes and they're affordable. That's not enough. We've been saying that for decades, but we're still only 9% of the market. Why are we only 9% of the market? Because that's where we've stayed. We haven't grown past that. We've gotten to that point. You've gotten to that point. You have. I keep saying, look, man, we're here to help you, but I'm not selling them. I'm not out there in front of these the potential buyers anymore. Not as much as I used to be. I still do it time to time, but it's you. You're out there. You need to raise what has gotten us to, or gotten you to the 9%. It's gotten you to the 9%. It's not going to get you to 12. It's not going to get you to 15. And manufacturers also, I'm talking to you. You want to get all these orders, man. I remember as a GM, I keep getting these calls. Hey, you ready to order the house? You ready to order the house? You ready to order the house? You ready to order that house? You want us to get you more. You want the retailers and communities to get you more orders. But then you're treating the industry this way as well. You're not encouraging and you're not helping these sales consultants and whatnot by providing them a little bit of more encouragement to raise their standards. Let's present a different face. Let's grow past who we are now to the next phase. Why does it take builder developers coming in and to really penetrate the markets for you? The retailers, communities, you've been around for decades. You got builder developers coming in now, and they're getting the approvals for these new zonings to do the cross-mod projects, do subdivisions. It takes people that are operating at that level to come in and do these things. And look, I'm not bashing them, right? It's a great thing for the industry, but I'm telling you, you have the opportunity to do the same thing, but it's going to take personal excellence. It's going to take you wanting to change. You have to change. I got to stop saying you have to change. We're here to help you change. We're here to help you and guide you and be that coach and be that mentor and be that person, be that group behind you. But it takes you wanting to do it. And it has to be done. And you could take this message, like my old boss used to say, you can take this message one of two ways. And I hope you take it the right way. You could either take this message and say, who is this piece of ass talking to me this way? And look, I get it. You may be thinking that right now because it's the first time in a long time, maybe, that somebody's come at you this way. But it's not I'm not talking down to you. I'm just trying to get you to think and realize you have a huge opportunity in front of you. Not only is it an opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you're at watching this, it's not only an opportunity that you have, it's a responsibility that you have. It's a responsibility that you have to rebel against those people that are trying to keep you average, to rebel against those people that are trying to keep you from going for more, to rebel against those people who are not, that are afraid that you're going to grow past them. And at the same time, you're going to do a great thing for this country, for the housing market, and for this industry. And you may be sitting there watching this and thinking, I'm just a community manager. No, you're not just a community manager. You are a community manager. You're not just a community manager. You're not just a PHC. You're not just a professional housing consultant. You're not just the GM in a retail lot. You are a GM. You are a PHC. You are a community manager. You are the person that they come and sit in front of. You are the person that they're coming and saying, please help me. They may be resistant to it. They may be coming in very hesitant. They may be coming in and tell you, look, we're just shopping. We're just looking. We're just doing our research. All that means is, please help me. But they don't know any better than to say, hey, we're just looking. But if you operated differently, if you fed your mind, and if you continue to grow, and if you continue to improve, and you continue to carry yourself a little bit different, and you started walking a little bit different because you had the competence, because you had the belief, because you had that desire and the responsibility, you took the responsibility seriously to go out there and put your best foot forward each and every day, from the way you look, the way you speak, the way you represent yourself, you will make a huge impact on the stigma, on reducing and removing the stigma that's associated with manufactured homes. The product is there. Do we have basic entry-level trailer-looking type of homes? Yes, but that product is needed. And remember, there's a 9% market already. That includes some of that. It's not all of that. It includes some of it. So there's a market for it. But there's also homes that are fantastic, that are beautiful. All of them are beautiful. Even that basic entry level. It serves its purpose, and there's a family that, to them, that home, if I'm referencing a basic entry level type home, and I call it basic because it doesn't have any upgrade available except for a couple things, right? Siding and things, that is the true product. It's an entry level product, but even that, the bliss, okay, the desire, the elation, the 1466 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 900 square foot, okay, downflow furnace, cabinets, they are what they are, man. That's the brand, and they're not lined. I know. Okay, I used to sell them. So anyway, even that home is that family's $500,000 house. So you have to treat that opportunity, that sale, if you will, you need to treat that one just as if you were selling a multi-section 3 triple wide or a tag unit home with hinged roof and full TNT throughout, and on and on and on, and you're selling it for $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, whatever it is. When you get that customer that needs the true desire, you have to treat them the same way and give them the same type of experience, because those people will then advocate for you, your company, but more importantly for the industry. So I'm throwing it out at you right now, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody's coming to save this. Nobody's coming to change the stigma, the negative perception. There's associations out there that are putting in the work to do that. There's associations out there that are putting in the work to back what you're trying to do. But nobody is going to change the stigma. It doesn't matter how much money Clayton puts into advertising and billboards like they were doing 5-8 years ago throughout the country when they were trying to and doing it in the inner cities. I remember seeing them myself in San Antonio. It doesn't matter how much money they put into that and make the product look as beautiful and as inviting as it is, if when they show up to buy it, you treat them in a way that's not matching that. You give them a buying experience that doesn't match what the associations, what the manufacturers are saying the product is, which they're saying it is the answer to their inability to purchase a home right now. And it is the answer. But they still have to go through a buying experience. And you want to drive around your cities, drive around your wherever you're at right now, and pay attention to all the multifamily construction that is going on. Pay attention to all the apartment. I mean, here in San Antonio, you go through across the loop. There's 2 loops around San Antonio. You go all across Loop 1604, which is the outer loop, and there is apartment complex after apartment complex being built. Because those people, rather than coming and buying from you, are choosing to rent. They're choosing to go from a house to an apartment. Oh, but Caesar, they don't want to live outside the city. Okay. Look, you give them a great experience. You show them a great product on your lot that's fully trimmed now, looking beautiful, staged, well maintained. Your offices look spectacular. You look tremendous. And you treat them well, and you're professional, and you're informed, and you're able to answer their questions. You're a true professional. And you show them what can be, and you show them examples of other land home packages, or you maybe have some spec homes already, and those spec homes look fantastic, and they're just beyond belief. They will buy that instead of moving to an apartment. You are the answer. The product is there. These associations are helping. They're doing their job. Builder developers are coming in and taking your business because of the buying experience. Am I ruffling some feathers with what I'm saying right now? Probably so. But ladies and gentlemen, it's what we need right now. It's what we need if we're truly going to make steps in the right direction in changing the stigma, in breaking the stigma, I should say. But it's on you. It's on you and what you choose to do from this day forward. It's on you on how you choose to operate. It's on you on how you choose to be you and who you turn you into. It's about personal excellence. It's about valuing relationships. It's about valuing what it is that you do, which is you are the solution to the housing crisis. Because here's the thing, the more you advocate, the more you put stuff out there on social, the more you put things out there with regards to how great this industry truly is, and the fact that you are the solution to the housing crisis, the more and more that all of you are doing this, not just trying to sell a house, not just putting stuff out there about your big sales and about your year-end clearances and all this other crap. Okay, no, I'm sorry, it's not crap, but I'm getting a little excited about this, right? The more you start putting things out there that inform and educate the public, the more the public will pay attention. The more that you will have them advocating, the more you'll have them going to their leaders, their council leaders, and saying, hey, why can't we put these homes in here? The builders cost too much. The houses, the new site built homes cost too much. Why can't we put these homes in here? But you're never going to have them advocating with you if you don't advocate yourself, if you don't present yourself differently, if you don't show differently, if you aren't different. Personal excellence. It's time we bring it all across the country in our industry. So whether you're flipping me off right now, cussing at me, or if you're truly getting this and saying, hey, yeah, makes sense. Either way, man, we're here for you. We got your back. We want to be a part of this with you. And we're going to be. Our messaging will get out there as well on this very thing in advocating for the industry. Because you are the solution to the housing crisis. It's not about $25,000 rebates to people for buying a house. It's about manufactured homes being where it needs to go. But you need to be different. So how can you do this? All right. I'm going to give you from my own personal experience. First, here's the thing. You've got to learn more. You've got to learn more. You've got to improve your skills in everything. And I'm not just talking sales skills. I'm talking your speech. I'm talking the way that you express yourself, your knowledge on finance, your knowledge on construction, your knowledge on the housing industry itself. We presented some very intense data on Wednesday that normally wouldn't be presented to a sales team. We presented it to anybody and everybody who was on that call on Wednesday at noon. Those are the kinds of things that you need to start learning and improving your skills in everything. Next thing you got to do is improve your health. Okay. And I'm right there with you. And I'm here to tell you right now, it's starts today. I've always been there. I've done great things, but look, I'm the first to tell you over the last year, it's been terrible for me. And I've used every excuse in the book. Yes, my knee, is it still hurt? Yes, it still hurt. But you know what? I can still do things and I'm going to. So here's the thing. We got to improve your health, become active. Yes, you can. We got to show differently. Caesar, are you saying that overweight people can? No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying you should take care of your health. If not for you, for your loved ones, people around you. Like we said at the beginning, you're an example. You're an example. People are watching you. Your kids are watching you. If you don't have kids, your neighbor's kids are watching you. Your nieces and nephew, whatever, they're watching. So let's get on this and let's do this. We have to define your purpose. And it doesn't have to be something to save the world, okay? But define your purpose. What can you do? What can you do bigger than you? What can you do? Maybe it's just for your household, or maybe it's for your community. But what can you do? Define your purpose. And I'm here to tell you, look, I mentioned at the beginning, the more you do the first two things, okay, I'm going to go back to them. The more you learn and the better you take care of yourself, the more your mind starts to work. And you start believing these bigger things. You know why you don't believe in bigger things? You know why you don't strive for bigger things? Because you sit your ass on the couch. You stay on the couch watching TV rather than pushing yourself and feeding yourself and just continuing to make this thing go. So, of course, who's going to be inspired? Nobody's going to be inspired. If I just did that, how would I be inspired to do anything bigger and better? Inspire yourself. Define your purpose. Like I said, it doesn't have to be about saving the world, but the more you learn and the better you take care of yourself, the more this thing wants more. It starts wanting more. You want more. You want to do more. You want to be more. You want to accomplish more. And notice, I'm not saying anything about money even yet. I'm just talking about purpose. Figure out what it's going to cost to make that happen. Because no matter what the purpose is, it's going to take money. I want to provide my kids a better education. Great. It's going to cost money. You want to take them out of public school, send them to private school, it's going to cost money. It's going to take more money. So figure out what it's going to cost to be able to live, maybe do a little bit better, and do the thing you want to do for your kids. Hey, you know what? Maybe I want to do something in my community, right? I want to start some sort of a fundraiser or a nonprofit or whatever. Hey, guess what? It's going to take money. Money is not everything, but it's a tool. It is a tool to do great things. Well, why do you work so much? You know what? Why I work so much? Because I want to start a community center here in San Antonio for underprivileged youth. Guess what? That's going to take money. Could I get donors to do it? Yeah, but you know what? That's going to take time away from this vision. I don't have the time to go and see if anybody's willing to donate for it. Right now, what I do have control over is the work that I put in to build this, to be able to get it to the point where we can fund that. And if along the way people want to help out and donate, perfect. Please, thank you very much. But we're not going to rely on that. But that takes money. It takes money to grow and go from a home office to an office building where we can do more work and help more people, to then get a building where we can employ more people and now start stimulating the economy through our own employees that are out there helping you. All of that takes money. So figure out what it's going to cost to make it happen. And the last thing that you do is you don't stop improving and you never settle. It never ends. It never ends. It's never going to end. I'm telling you right now, the day that you stop learning, the day that you settle, the day that you say, I made it, it's the day you go under. It's the day you go backwards. It's the day you start to die. Look, we're moving. We're always one day closer to that day. But don't make it get here quicker than what it needs to. And no one can prevent the fact that I could have an accident today and something happened. Right? Well, he was just talking about don't make it happen sooner. Okay. Yeah. Look, even if it did right now, even though we're not anywhere near where I am so freaking fulfilled and grateful and thankful for everything that we've been able to do up until today. Would it suck the fact that I wouldn't be here tomorrow to make sure it carries on? Will anybody carry it on? I don't know. But I'm going to do everything in my power every single day to move it forward. To get it to that point where it just takes off on its own. Where when that day comes that I am no longer around, it's still moving forward. We can do this together. You, ladies and gentlemen, out there across the country, you can do tremendous things. You could have a huge impact on what happens in this country when it comes to housing. We need to stop thinking. We need to stop thinking just about the market in our areas. We need to stop thinking about how we can take business from our competitors. We need to start thinking about how we can be the solution for the country. It's a big, bold dream. But I'm here to ask you, why not? What are you afraid of? Or have you just not had someone to lead you there? And if so, we'll take on that responsibility. I take on that responsibility. We will lead you there. We're gonna be banging that drum, beating that drum every single day. Are we perfect? Heck no. Do I have my flaws? Of course. Have I made mistakes? Tons of them. Tons. But so is everybody else. Had a conversation last night in my own house. Well, these people that are coming in, oh, well, they've done this, and look, everybody's freaking done some stuff. I'm about to start cussing. Everybody's done some stuff we're not proud of. Doesn't mean they can't try, they can't work at doing something better. Doesn't mean that you, no matter what has gone on in your life, can't do something to make it better. We all have that responsibility. You have that responsibility. You have the responsibility to go out every single day and do your part to turn this industry into the solution to the housing crisis. We have to advocate, not just sell. We have to advocate. I've learned that word from my wife. Need to advocate. She advocates for the children. I advocate for this industry. You need to advocate for this industry and the solution that it brings to so many families. That's the thing about it, right? Like, man, wow, we're like 37 minutes into this 15 minutes to mastery. It's getting hot up in here, right? I'm gonna share one thing with you, and then I'm gonna leave on this. I grew up dirt poor. I was raised by a single mom. My dad was around. My dad passed in my 30s, but my parents got divorced when I was young. He was a part of my life. So I can't say that I didn't know my dad and I had this and that. Look, I loved my dad. My dad was freaking great, man. At least to me it was. You know? But I did grow up in a manner of thinking that stuff doesn't happen to me. I don't have that opportunity. I didn't understand money and I didn't have any of it. So, of course, the people that did to me seemed like they were greedy. To me, it seemed like, well, these rich people, blah, 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 and this and that. And here lately, you've been hearing a lot about the division in this country and how, all these people want is more money and this and that. But now having my own business, especially, I mean, yeah, I learned a little bit more about it as I've gotten older, and that's why I've done what I've done up until now. But here's the thing. Those people that have money have the opportunity to help more. I was at a funeral a couple months ago. And I've made it very clear over the last year my stance, right, on what I thought politically and what I thought we needed to do as a country and where we needed to go, the direction that I wanted to go. And everybody, well, it's because of the money and this and that. But anyways, check this out. We were at a funeral. And I didn't know many of the people there, but there was this lady who completely ignored me, right? She was talking to my wife, completely ignored me. And then my wife was talking about what she does. My wife volunteers a lot. My wife, she advocates, like I said, for the children. She's a huge part of PTA within the state of Texas, almost to the point where she was in leadership of this whole state. In PTA, she still has huge aspirations for some things, and I hope that she can accomplish them, right? But this lady, when my wife was talking about that, this lady goes, "Oh, you do that?" As if we don't freaking care. As if they're better than us because they thought of me as God knows what, and they probably still do. And you know what? I'd give a rat's ass because they don't know what it is that we're trying to do. I don't go around boasting about it. I'll tell you guys, our mission is to be able to do this, but that's because that's where I come from. I want to start that community center. I want to help them understand what I didn't understand as a kid so that they can go do bigger and better things at a lot younger age than me, so that they're not in their 50s just figuring this stuff out. So that pissed me off. You don't know? We're all trying to do great things. We're all trying to help. We're all trying to make the world better. And you can do the same thing. You can have a huge impact in what happens within this industry. We need to do it, ladies and gentlemen. It's time that the sales. I keep trying to figure out a way to describe this, man. I'm gonna have to go on Chat GPT and figure this out, right? Like, I'm sorry, getting teary-eyed here. I have to find out better way of describing the sales side of the business. I'll come up with it. Okay. But those of you on the front lines in sales, professional housing consultants, community managers, sales agents, sales managers, general manager, whatever role you play, you are the ones that are going to change the stigma. You are the ones that are going to change public perception. You are the ones that are going to have a huge impact on what happens going forward over these next 5, 10, 15 years. It's not going to happen overnight, but all of us need to do it. All of us need to be advocating daily for this industry. All of us need to be doing more for this industry. We need to be showing that face of this industry. Don't just put out your sales. Don't just put out your houses. Don't just give tours of the homes. Don't just do that. Advocate for the industry and the greatness and the quality of the homes and what we are, what you can do in being the solution to the housing and crisis. And you will get more people out there in the public starting to question, why are we not allowing this product into our areas right now? Because we can't get anything affordable. Why are we not? You'll get them starting to ask. Again, is it a big, bold dream? It is, but let's go do it. It's going to take all of you. It's going to take all of you, and it's going to take every day, and it's going to take it for a long time. But the more we do it, the quicker it'll happen, the easier it will be, and more people will pay attention. Just like what happened with the selection. More people will pay attention. Their eyes will open. And I can't wait to see where this industry would be 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now. I'm in my 70s at that point. I want to look back and say, they made it happen. They stood up. They united in a voice, and they beat that drum and made the change in people's way of thinking. It's time we do that. It's time we do it. We have a huge responsibility. You'll still sell. You're probably going to sell a lot more. But it's time we go advocate. All right, folks, that's what I got, man. 45 minutes. This is, hey, I'm not doing it for the next 2 days, right? That's 15 minutes to mastery right there, all in this one session. I'm kidding. I'll be in here tomorrow, selling Saturday. All right. So you guys have a great Friday. We're going to be doing a whole bunch of stuff here today. Well, at least, no, we're going to do, right? We're going to do a whole bunch of stuff today. And because I'll be on the road the next 3 to 4 weeks. So let's unite. Let's advocate. But it all starts with personal excellence. You right now watching this, you need to work every day at getting better. Don't tell yourself, well, I did this and I did that. No. You got to start looking at it this way every day. It's not enough. It's not enough. I got to keep going. I got to keep going. Stop telling yourself, well, I did this and I did that. I didn't know that. No. Great. You should have. Excellence does not come from the pats on the back. And it comes from continuing to push. You'll look back and say, holy crap, look at all I've done. But every day, it's not enough. It's never enough. It'll be a life more fulfilling. I promise you. I promise you it will be. It will be more fulfilling. And you will do some great things. Have a fantastic Friday. On behalf of the whole team here at Manufactured Home Sales Mastery, I hope that you had a great Thanksgiving, and I hope that 2025 is going to be an even greater year for you. And then I hope these next 4 weeks left in the year play out exactly how you need them to. But you've got to take the lead. Go out, strive for personal excellence. It's the ultimate rebellion. All right, I'm done. I'm out. We'll be talking soon. Until then, I can't wait to meet you.